New Vegas is a great game, but it has some shortcomings, especially in the melee system. It just, it's just bad. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's bad. And we need to mod it some way, just to make it more playable. All of the mods as seen in this tutorial will be in the description below, and I'll add in some extra optional mods if you wish to download them. Let's take a detailed look at each of the mods. New Vegas Script Extender. It is required by many things actually. And this is a plugin for the New Vegas Script Extender that is going to give us the functionality to use one of our other mods. Now, live dismemberment. This is really good for melee builds because it just, I guess, it gives you feedback when you're killing someone, I guess. Now let's look at this tag. Extreme violence. Just keep that in mind. This is optional, by the way. You might not even need this unless you like the violence that it would add. And look, it requires the plugin that I've just mentioned before. Keep that in mind. Now this next mod, Melee Cleave, aka Sweep. It's a gameplay effect and change mod. And what this does, essentially, is just it allows for you to hit more than one enemy at a time. As said right here. Another mod is the Emergent Immersive Hit Reaction mod, which, as said right here, makes combat responsive. By this, like, essentially what it will do is, like, say you were to shoot someone or hit someone with a melee weapon, they would flinch, or I believe in some cases, they would flee. Let me read this real quick. Enemies will now actually visibly show signs of pain and distress when hit with a bullet, a melee weapon, or your fist. Now this is really useful for making an authentic melee experience in New Vegas. Now a mod that I nearly forgot about is the Bingles Melee Complete mod. What this mod does essentially is it will add a bunch of new melee weapons to your game, which might make it more varied if you're doing a melee playthrough, or you just want more variety for your games. Now, this is Super Mutant with a hammer of sorts. This one has a proton axe. This one has a power axe. Bingles Death Squad. I don't know what this is about. I haven't seen them before. Let's see. First person view of a new bladed ads. A vibroblade, which I guess it's what the first person view is about. Thunderblade. I'm sure you get the idea by now. Alright, let's take a look at my desktop. Here's Steam, which is where I got New Vegas from. Here's the shortcut to launch New Vegas for me. Here is where my downloads will come from Chrome, and here's my mod manager. Now, let us take a look at some of the mods. Right, coming in on number 1 is the New Vegas Script Extender. Now this is a necessity for many mods, even outside of this tutorial. Now, installation. Download NVSE beta, stable version, which is right here. Let me just say something. This website is safe to use. Now what I'm going to do is just hit download right here. Should download below there. And I will go to my Chrome downloads. And let me extract the files. Chrome downloads. Yep. Here we go. Now let me go to Steam. Browse local files. And I will take a look at these side by side. Now this is the first of a few mods you'll need to completely remaster the melee in this game. Now let me just open this. And what I'm going to do now is take these files, cut them, and I will paste them. But I have them here below, So when I paste, it's going to ask to replace. This normally wouldn't happen unless you installed this mod before this tutorial. Now here it is. The destination has 7 files with the same names. Now let me hit replace the files in the destination. There we go. Now, what else we need is this. Here are my plugins before though. Let me just copy this over and might as well delete it. Now, I'm going to test if this works or not. So to do this, all I have to do is open up New Vegas and play it. This should load any second now. There we go. Ignore this white text. You won't be having this when you download these mods. This is for something completely different. Anyway, let's check if we have NVSE. To do this, you press the squiggly line in the left side of the keyboard. And now, what you're going to type is get NVSE version and hit enter key. Now, I have NVSE version 5 in the bottom left. If you do not have this, you might have mistaken a step. Now let's take a look at the second mod we have to install. Now this is a plugin to the first one, which is New Vegas Script Extender. What this is JIP LN NVSE. I don't know why it's called JIP, maybe something to do with files. And let's see if it has an installation guide that I can read out real quick. I do not believe it does. Oh wait, no, it does, right here. Use the Nexus Mod Manager, Fallout Mod Manager, manual. So what I'm going to do is manually extract the 7-zip file into my New Vegas data folder. Now to do this, okay, here it is. JIP and LN NVSE plugin, manual download. It says I need this, which I do have, so I'll just download it right away. I'll do a slow download because I don't have the money to buy the premium for Nexus mods. And JIP LN NVSE. Oh, okay. Now, what I'm going to do is go to my New Vegas directory, which I have done before, of course. Wait, wrong thing. Here we are. And I should hold up. Let me find my Chrome downloads. Here it is. Now this is what I just downloaded. Let me extract it right here real quick. I am using a WinRAR to extract. Let's see, should be right here, exactly. Now, let's just read this out. This is the main folder. I'm going to double click it, and here it says NVSE. Now it says plugins. Now, these two are what we need. Let me go to my data. Now, as said in here, it mentions NVSE right there, and it also mentions NVSE right here as well. And notice how it also mentions plugins. So I'm going to add these plugins in here. Yep, just like that. Now these next 4 mods are a lot easier to download than the last 2. Let's see. This one is Live Dismemberment, and it has 1 file associated with it. Let's see. The installation, I'm going to read this out. Just put everything from Live Dismemberment into Fallout New Vegas data and activate this ESP file in Fallout Mod Manager or whatever you use. Now I'm going to use Fallout Mod Manager to activate this. However, I believe I have this already installed. So let me see. It is these two. I'm gonna unactivate these or deactivate these. Now I'm gonna download this file. Manual download. And I have these 2 plugins, these 2 mods associated with it. And slow download. Shouldn't take that long. There we go. Now, let me go to my downloads And let me get the new Vegas directory. And I'll just have to go to data. Let me get these side by side. It is this one. Extract files. Done. Live dismemberment. Right here. Now the meshes. Interesting. Okay. You gotta be careful not to mess things up with these. So what you want to do with meshes is just cut and paste. Now it should go into that. Now this ESP file, all you would have to do is either copy and paste it or just drag it in. I'm just going to copy and paste it. And it's going to ask me to replace it because I already have this. So I'll just replace the file in the destination. And there we go. Now, I'm going to verify that I have this on the Fallout Mod Manager. Unfortunately, I don't have the footage for this next part. However, next you would go to the Mod Manager and click on this new ESP file to activate it. Now the next mod is Melee Cleave, also known as Sweep. Let's see if it has anything to say about installation. No, it does not. However, it should be pretty straightforward. See, I'm going to download Cleave 1.2 with the manual download. There we go. It should show up right here as being downloaded soon. And there it is. Now, let me go to my Chrome downloads. Let me extract the file into a folder, and there it is. Now I'm going to go to my new Vegas directory and add this to the data. Let's see. So configuration, which I will just cut and paste here. And I'm going to cut and paste the ESP file. Yep, I have to replace it because I already have this, which is a good sign for me. Okay, now I am going to reset the mod manager. And I believe an ESP file should show up with the name Cleave. It is right here. Yep, meleecleave.esp. And this mod was successfully downloaded. The next mod to download is Immersive Hit Reactions. It makes comment responsive. Now, let's go to the description. I recommend watching these videos just to see how it works. It does not look like it has any installation information, so I'm just gonna go right at it at downloading the manual download. Ooh, it looks like it needs a lot of files, such as the mod configuration menu. Let's download this first. Alright, so requirements, installation. It seems pretty straightforward. This is downloaded with the mod manager, it seems. Now what you would want to do is manually download this. It should show up here. And with this, mod managers are really simple. All you would have to do is go to Package Manager and add Fallout mod, and you would want to add that. You would want to add this as a Fallout mod. But I already have this, and there's no use in making this video longer, so I'm just going to skip over this. Now for this last mod, Immersive Hit Reactions, I'm going to download this file. Slow download. You could do a fast one, but it's already a really small download. Show in folder. Now, I believe you could download this with the mod manager. I am not sure. I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's go to Chrome downloads. Let's see. Immersive Hit Reaction. There we go. Make a copy. It doesn't matter for me because it's already a really small file. Let's just see. Here it is. Immersive Hit Reactions. The mod was successfully installed. Now the last mod on this list is the Bingles Meli Complete mod. It's going to add a lot of new weapons, and I would heavily recommend this mod to anyone that's doing a New Vegas Melee playthrough. Now let me just do the manual download. Get me a slow download, please. It should come right here. And let me extract this file. Anyways, I'm not going to use the mod manager for this, since it's already pretty straightforward. Now, take a look at these things. You have Bingles Melee every 1 common ESP, Bingles Melee every 1 rare ESP. Now the difference between these two is, with the common one, you'll find the weapons a lot more frequently, and with the rare mod, it's gonna take a lot more time to find each weapon. I use the rare one just so I don't see everyone super overpowered. Now, I'm gonna go to the New Vegas directory. And I'm gonna go to the data section. Now, I'm going to cut and copy these 3 folders. There we go. And right here, I have 1 complete and 1 rare. But if you wanted to, you could put the common here. And of course, you have to put the complete here as well. And once you've made your selection of a common or a rare and the complete, you would go to the Fallout Mod Manager and you would check them out. You would put the check mark on them. Right here, where is it? Here it is. The common and the complete. I mean, not the common, this is the rare. My bad. I have the rare and the complete. And as of now, you are ready to play the game with my mod list.
What? I knew it!
There you are! Freestyle!
Make a brief stop.
Ugh.
You like that? I could use some help out here.
Mr. Storm, please get on. The second half of your payment is late, and I want to know why.
What was that?